Hello, welcome to Geoff Schwartz is Smarter Than You. Today's episode of Geoff Schwartz is Smarter Than You presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Today is Wednesday, November 26th, day before Thanksgiving. I'm Geoff Schwartz. That is Matt Ford, and we are doing our weekly deep dive into the National Football League week ahead. And this week is unique because it is Thanksgiving. So we have 3 games on Thanksgiving, 1 on Black Friday. The rest of the slate is on Sunday and Monday, Matt. And we do record this on Tuesday. And I will be frank with you, the preparation, not what it normally is by Wednesday when we record this, but considering our record, maybe it's best that the prep is limited as we head into this holiday weekend. How are you, friend?
I'm good. I mean, we didn't have a bad week last week. Looking back, we hit on Dallas straight up. We hit on Cincy. That was a good, fun nail biter. Pittsburgh blew it. Detroit hilariously was terrible, and we pushed on Arizona, which I feel like we could have won or lost 50 times. So 2-2-1 is not a bad week considering how it's been this year. I feel like we gutted our way to a decent result.
Another thing that so Jacksonville turns the ball over 4 times. They're -4 in turnovers. And I do a show on Sundays, and I gave out Arizona plus 2.5. I just gave out what I had at the time, right? And are you telling me, Matt, that to be better at wagering in the NFL, I have to bet on Jacksonville to cover that 2.5 to win wagers in the NFL? That's what I have to do from now on, is wager on a team that's -4 in turnovers on the road and still wins and covers. Now we push because we got 3 on Wednesday. Do I have to bet on a team to score twice on special teams to cover a game? I don't know what else to do. What else am I supposed to do?
You just have to pick the right day to tape your podcast.
It's
honestly that was the difference. We would have taken Arizona no matter what, and we got it because it happened to be 3 when we hit record. But look, the Jags and the Bears are the most hilarious teams. Every week they just get every single gift. The Jags turning it over all those times. Arizona being able to just march up the field over and over. The Bears have the same game every week where it's they had 9 ridiculous turnovers and then they won at the end of the game. I can't wait to bet against both of those teams in a few weeks when it starts to matter.
I know, Robert Mays, is he with the Athletics still? He's fantastic. He's a Bears fan. He tweeted out something like, the Bears play terrible defense and then have a defensive turnover that erases all the bad defense. And he put the gif of Larry David being wavering back and forth. And that's what they are, right? Their defense is bad. They force a turnover, which is wholly unsustainable. It's just not a sustainable way to play National Football League. Them and New England are going to be automatic fade teams come the postseason. I don't even care who they're playing. They're just automatically going to. I mean, can you, Matt, there's a possibility that the Patriots are the 2 seed and host the Chiefs, who are 7 seed.
There's a possibility they're the 1 seed, dude.
There's a possibility they're the 1 seed.
They're very likely going to be the 1 seed.
And then, by the way, okay, even better. So the Chiefs, they'll get a bye week and then host the 7 seed Chiefs, who just went to Denver and beat the Broncos. I mean, there's a chance that that the Bears, they're the 3 seed and they play the Packers or the Niners or the Lions. You're going to lose that game in the playoffs.
Dude. There's a lot of shaky.
No, a lot of that stuff ends in the postseason, man. That typically just doesn't carry over. It's a different type of game in the postseason. Plus, look, this is the Bears' first time, in this spot, and we'll see how the season ends. It's very hard when you start hearing your name like this, Matt. I'm sure the Bears players are all listening to the podcast right now. When you start hearing yourself being talked about like this for the first time, it is difficult to deal with that noise. It just is, right? Especially because of the drought the Bears have had, and just not having a quarterback like Caleb Williams and not having Ben Johnson. Just hasn't been this case. They have the Eagles and the Packers coming up soon. They play the Lions, still the Niners. We'll know more. Look, their last 6 games: Eagles, Packers, Browns, Packers, Niners, Lions. We'll know a lot more about them, obviously, through this stretch. Any other overriding thoughts about the National Football League at the moment, sir, before we get to Thanksgiving?
No. The 2 teams that are off this week, the Colts, who I think got exposed. I think the take you made when the Sauce Gardner trade happened of I guess you're doing this Daniel Jones thing now. That kept sort of rattling through my head during the Chiefs game. And then the Saints, who I'm going to confess.
Yes. You told me this already. but
It's
please,
a safe place, right?
yes.
Once not watching or listening on a recorded media thing, right?
I
Bet
don't
on
think
the
so.
Saints.
Yeah, that was dumb.
I did. I bet on the Saints. Everyone loved the Saints last week. Like from the time we stopped recording to Sunday, every single place I went was like Saints lock of the year. Kirk Cousins stinks. And as soon as the game started, I was like, "What is wrong with me?" And
I,
I unburdened myself of that
yeah,
information, telling you.
I I really think that this is going to be a hot take, maybe, but like the way the NFL has gone, Matt, are there any sharp NFL people anymore? Like who is like on sides?
Us.
On sides. I'm not talking about like there's I'm my buddy Bill Krackenberger, who I work with on Sundays, he makes me so much money on props. He's so good at NFL props. Totals, fine totals, but like NFL sides, and there are obviously people that do well in the super contest. So I'm not, there's obviously some people out there that are doing well. But even the people that we've trusted over the years to just lean on, who they've done really well, are having bad seasons this year and didn't do great last season. And my buddies who have people they fade, they're 500 this year. Like it's just not. It's the NFL's not what it was when it was pretty reliable to take these gross sides. You grind it out 55% doing it, and now it's just not the case anymore. I mean, look, the super contest. I'm kind of curious what like the leader is right now because I'm very curious like what the standings look like right now. What do you think the super contest obviously is the big one. What do you think like the record is of the number one player in the super contest?
I'm in one, and the like a smaller one that's just among friends, and the leader is like at
Oh, this
70%. I don't
this is
understand.
not. This is 42-13.
It's possible. Like people are doing it. I don't know how.
I
Um,
wonder who they're taking. There also is someone who's us actually 13-41.
yeah,
So
there's a guy who's 40-20 in the one I'm in. Last week, Cincinnati, Green Bay,
43-13.
Cleveland, Dallas.
Wow.
What a read. Um,
Oh, I like Cleveland. We went over this on Wednesday. I love Cleveland in that game, but we weren't going to bet it because it just was. I just didn't think the Raiders would score, and I was right on that.
you were
So,
right.
all right, Matt. Let's get to Thanksgiving. I like one of these. I think we'll talk them over.
Yeah. Okay. First game, Packers Lions. 2.5 point favorites are the Lions. Um, Man, I both of these teams have taken a little bit of a dip in public opinion.
Yeah.
The trends all say like Campbell in this spot and LaFleur off of a loss as an underdog. The later the season goes, like I feel like you could talk yourself into either side, but I feel like this is a pretty fair number. Do you like a side here?
I like the Lions. Honestly, in this spot, I just don't like the Packers, man. I mean, they played McCarthy, who is just horrendous. Their offense is still, I think, just missing a little something without Kraft there, right? Just not as Chris. Now the Lions, maybe it's a look ahead spot because you know that you have this big Thanksgiving game coming up, Matt. I think they're just much better than the Packers. The Parsons, who's played really well last couple of weeks. The Lions have offensive linemen to try to slow down Micah Parsons. Um, the Lions defense did get gashed, which does worry me against the Giants, but got stops when it was necessary. I would lean Lions here or nothing, but it's not my favorite, I think, of the week. But I think I definitely like the Lions here.
Do it. Goff 18-8-1 against the spread against the NFC North.
They're also
Um,
inside, like all the things
yeah,
that I think play a role in this.
yeah, and I do feel like the Lions. I feel like the Lions are a very like people still aren't really sure what to make of them, rightfully perhaps, but they've just had like an interesting couple of weeks. Like the Giants threw everything at them. They had the total no show against the Eagles, but being home, short week, quick turnarounds, and like I gotta say, man, Jordan Love. I don't know what's going on there. I think
That's
they might
why
have a
I
bit of
don't
a
buy them, man.
quarterback issue.
Just don't buy them.
Yeah. So I'm fine with the
Don't
Lions.
buy
Let's
them.
put that in the maybes. The most fun game of Thursday. Well, maybe actually the next game's gonna be good too. Chiefs at Cowboys. Cowboys are catching 3.5 as we record this. Very significant hook, I feel. Um,
Well, the look at it was 4.5, but obviously the Cowboys win.
Interesting.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to make of the Chiefs still. Dude, their numbers like are still so good. Like they're number one in the NFL in basically 3.5% on offense. Like they gain a first down more often than any other team does in the league. Their defense played really well the other day, but they still can't rush the passer. It's Chris Jones or nothing. It's just that's it. And he played well in the second half. He did his job. They can really stop the run but the Cowboys, that's not what they do, right? The Cowboys are, they want to run the football, but we know that obviously, they would like to pass the ball with what Pickens is doing and whatnot. Um, I uh I think you just take the Cowboys or nothing in this spot just because I think the number is a good number here. But the Chiefs, their analytics are good, man. Can they do it back to back weeks? We'll find out. I mean, for 3.5 quarters there, I thought they were dead. I thought that the season when it ended, obviously they have life now. They ran the ball much better than they have in previous weeks. They actually called runs, which was good. But I would still lean the Cowboys here if we have to make a bet.
Am I crazy? I kind of think this is a Chief spot. Problem is the hook, and I'm trying to see if maybe
Well, it was four.
what
It
our
was four
options
and a
are.
half, though. It
And
was four
that's
and a
I
half.
think that's telling because I think Dallas is getting a lot of love for a really impressive comeback. They've obviously kind of become this live team as the playoffs ramp up. But last week nice win. The week before that was they dominated the Raiders on Monday Night Football. Before the bye, they lost to the Cardinals and the Broncos, and like they're still this shaky team. And I think people are a little bit entranced by George Pickens thing that's happening as well. They should be, but you said it. Like the Chiefs will have a better plan to than most defenses to at least figure out how to handle these two receivers. The Cowboys also, by the way, terrible on Thanksgiving since 2011, 3-11 against the spread. It's usually just like a spot where, like, who do you
Well,
know that's going to want to lay the points with the Chiefs this week? Like,
well,
everyone loves the Cowboys coming off this comeback win, which could be a little bit of a letdown. And by the way, the Cowboys, their schedule, this stretch, like all the NFC East teams seem to go through one of these stretches this year, where next week they go at the Lions, and now I guess they go Eagles, Chiefs, Lions, Vikings, Chargers, like in the next couple weeks. So this is a stretch. We're going to learn about them. And I just kind of feel like the books are saying, like, take the Chiefs. Like they turned a corner, maybe.
also, what's interesting about this too is that like in previous years, you would always take the team playing the Cowboys because they would give you that like Thanksgiving tax, right, Matt? Where they would play someone and you would just bet everyone wants to bet on the Cowboys, but because it's the Chiefs this week, is that tax part of this game or not? Because do you think people are gonna? It's early in the week. I mean, we can look at bet splits, I would imagine, um, but just do you think that still applies in this game where the tax is maybe not the same because they're playing a team that people also like to bet on?
I kind of do. I mean, this is everyone in the world is going to be watching this game. Everyone in the world is going to be like 3.5 at home. The Chiefs, they stink. Like they're not. They're like this is a great chance to catch them. I just think this is a bit of the books just kind of laying a trap. Personally,
Look, I would gladly wager on the Chiefs. I mean, there's not. I have no problem with that. I mean,
see
anytime I
if
could
we
do
could get
that,
a
I'm
three, but
I'm
that would
so in
cost
on
us.
that. I'm so in on that.
The
The problem
hook.
is
I could see this being like, oh, they win by 3 at the
I
end,
mean,
and the hook
there's a
murdering us.
three at other places. There is a three. Yeah.
Yeah, we can see if by the end of the episode, it's at the Cowboys are minus 115 to take the 3.5. So we can see
As
if
of
that maybe
right
moves.
now, the money is all on the Cowboys.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude, it's
oh,
a public.
sign me up.
I know,
Sign me
I
up.
know, it's very tempting. All
Okay,
right,
because we're
let's
gonna have
put that
nothing
in
for
the
this night
maybes.
game. I don't think.
It's gonna be fun. Okay, what about the return of Joe Burrow going to Baltimore? Baltimore laying 7. This is a pretty big number for Joe Burrow, is it not?
Well, the problem is their offense has Matt has not been the problem. Their defense is so bad. Like, what? Why would this be any different than the Bengals have already played in every single game? Like Joe Burrow, their offense is not the problem. T. Higgins is not playing, by the way. He's out for this game.
Yeah.
But why would this be any different? Like, why doesn't Baltimore score 35-38 in this game? Now, can the Bengals keep up? I think with Joe Burrow being back, they can, Matt. But I don't want to bet on the Bengals here. What if the Ravens actually play their best game of the season
Well, it's
for once?
Thanksgiving. Like now would be a good time.
I agree. Our
These
friends at DraftKings, by the way, have Thanksgiving specials, and for most rushing yards on the day, you can bet on who has the most rushing yards for the day. Worth noting, Derrick Henry is the favorite. Jahmyr Gibbs is 4-1. Um, Lamar Jackson, if you think he's gonna have a big game, 25-1 here as a Ravens quarterback.
could be. I mean, these two teams, I'm just sort of thinking back to all the time. These two teams always play each other in a close, crazy game that the Ravens win. Like last year,
They have, yes.
there was a 35-34, there was a 41-38. Like, I don't think the problem is necessarily like, it's not fixed that the team's not fixed with Burrow back, but like the Bengals had a bit of an edge to them in the last game that I felt like they were just kind of missing. I think because they knew that, they could potentially just matter a little bit with Burrow back. I don't know. It's not a great spot. Jackson is super good, obviously, against the AFC North traditionally, and the Ravens will win this game. But Burrow being back, and anytime you can get Joe Burrow +7 with Chase
Yeah.
off the suspension too, like does kind of feel hasty. But I'm fine to pass on
we
that
could put
one.
it. We could put it in here. It's fine with me.
I think it'll come out. What I'm wondering is like, what a teaser week potentially, or teaser day, I should say. Like, you want to tease Green Bay up maybe to 8.5, maybe tease, I don't know, I guess Dallas were on the other side, but
no. I mean, you'd have to put Dallas up to what, to 10.5 or 9.5. Bengals, Ravens down to 1 essentially. That would
yeah.
you want Bengals up to 13. Um, on DraftKings, the Thanksgiving specials. I did make one wager, Matt. Can I tell you for Thanksgiving
Please.
what I made? Go to kicking special teams. Most combined field goal made yards. Uh, Aubrey is 3.5-1. He's the third favorite behind Butker and Loop. I think with the Chiefs defense and the ability to kick inside like he can do, I put some money on Aubrey to have the most yardage and field goals made.
Love that. Before we go to break, I'm in a real world dilemma, but I think there are other people with this dilemma.
Okay.
Would you seek out acquiring Joe Burrow in fantasy football right now? Which, asked in terms of this of football, is he going to continue to play if healthy for the rest of the season?
Yeah, he'll play if he's healthy. I'm not a fantasy guy. I'm in one fantasy league. I forgot to check my roster. I get an email on Sundays. I often look at it. I have guys on buys that are in my roster lineup. But I'm like the last person to ask for. If your
Not
question
whether
is, will
he's
he play
good
the
at
rest of the season?
fantasy. My question is, will he continue to play if he's
Yes,
healthy?
but what the Bengals might offensive line stinks. They might get him hurt again.
I feel like there's two guys, like Daniels is the other, where it's like the question is going to come up for each of them, like franchise quarterback, injury prone, or something like that. I'll be a little reticent on labeling Daniels as such, but like, do you play these quarterbacks when your season is lost? And I think
Yes,
we're gonna see it twice. It's gonna happen. So
I think we've seen over the years that the quarterbacks do play like they play to. I mean, look, Dak Taylor's also coaching for his job, Matt, which is important to note here. Like he's going to want to play this game and play the season out to try to make a playoff to show people there's excitement, right? Like so I think there's many reasons why Joe Burrow will keep playing this year.
yeah, with Daniels, similar reasons. Okay, why don't we take a break and we can go to Sunday? And while we're in break.
Oh no, we have a Black Friday game.
Oh, we have a Black Friday game. Excuse me.
So we'll go break. Then we'll do Black Friday. Then we'll hit Sunday. Then we'll take another break. Then we'll get to our 5. We'll do that next. Stay tuned. All right, Black Friday game, 3 p.m. Eastern. It is an NFC tilt, Matt, between the Never Say Die Bears and whatever the Eagles are.
2 8-3 teams. The Eagles are laying 7 to Chicago. God, who could possibly want to bet this?
Nothing. It's Chicago or nothing. This is just it's as gross and grimy as it can be. This shows you how much the books in Vegas think these teams are apart, right? If we can see 2 points for home field advantage or 2.5, let's say, because it's not 3 anymore, Matt. I mean, they think they're 4.5 points better or 5 points better on neutral field. That's a big number in the NFL for an 8-3 team. the thing, the Bears, we know as many times, like they're not good. Their DVOA is atrocious, Matt. Like the Panthers last night and the Bears had the same DVOA, and the Panthers look like crap against a good team, because that's what happens when you're not as good as you actually are. You play a good team and you don't play very well. Um, the Bears right now are they moved up. They're 22 in DVOA, 25 on defense. Eagles, by the way, are eighth. I don't know, Matt. I don't trust the Eagles. I would I put on Philly. I think Philly will be the side the books need in this spot. Everyone's gonna bet the Bears.
I I can't do it. The Bears,
Do we
the Bears have a negative point differential for
do
8-3.
we tease Ravens, Eagles? Do we put like the Dolphins down to pick them? Like, do we do some of that? You think?
You lost me at Dolphins.
Okay, how about the Chargers from 10 to 4?
You're looking ahead of me here. Who are they playing?
Oh man, I'm looking at the complete schedule, and they're the Raiders. Yeah. There's a game that we're gonna have to do, and I'm gonna be so angry with myself on Sunday. You already know what it is.
Well,
it's later Sunday.
Are we taking the Bears? Are we putting them through?
No, we're not, no chance.
I don't. This is an interesting one. The Texans and maybe Stroud. We don't know as of recording today on Tuesday. They're going to Indy. Indy's laying 4.5.
I like the Texans, man.
I do too. Yeah, I'd like them more. I think if Mills is playing, and we might get a better number, honestly.
They've won 3 in a row with Davis Mills. But maybe more than anything else, I think the Colts are coming back to earth. We saw last week that no Jonathan Taylor, no chance to win.
Yeah.
Right? We saw against Pittsburgh. No Jonathan Taylor, no chance to win. That's the problem. Houston just says, no Jonathan Taylor, you're not going to win this game. It's that simple. You're not going to win because Daniel Jones is what we've said he is. He is playing better than I thought this season, but the fact is this is a run-first team. And they're a team that lives through Jonathan Taylor allowing them to throw, to pass the football. It's a run to pass the ball team. And when he has not played well this season, the team does not win. Just it's his 2 lowest outputs of the season are losses. And the 4th lowest output is also a loss. Again, those are correlated, right? Typically when you win, you run the ball more, right, Matt? So like that's not the best way to analyze every game. But the fact is they couldn't run the ball when it mattered most in this game. And then Daniel Jones wasn't able to do enough. The Chiefs gave him every opportunity, man. They gave him every opportunity to close this game out. They had 4 straight punts to end the game. So Houston defense is incredible. They have a little bit of rest, which is important here. And believe it or not, the South is getting much closer, Matt. Like it's becoming a very competitive division. The Colts are 1. They're 1 game up on Jacksonville, who's 1 game up on Houston. So Houston's 2 games back right now. I would be okay with Houston here, plus for the 4.5.
Me too. Had a really fun idea here. Let me try to find it. Is there a world where Indianapolis could miss the playoffs? Like,
yes, but don't we already have that, but a much worse number, don't we?
Plus 475 on DraftKings. Miss the playoffs.
Don't we have? Let me pull up our document. Don't we already have a Colts missed the playoffs from a few weeks ago, like plus 270?
They still play. They still play.
Yeah, we added. Yeah, we have Colts. We have Colts plus 270, no playoffs already in the pocket.
Okay. Well, then let's not double down on what's probably a losing bet, but they go Texans, Jags, Seahawks, 49ers, Jags, Texans. Could be a little bit dicey, especially if the Jags keep pulling these games out of their butts. I think it's going to be an interesting few weeks. This kind of is like this is a huge game for each side. So I like getting over a field goal with best unit, Texans defense.
Do you know we've already hit an over for the season on JSN?
Yeah, we hit JSN like a month ago. I feel like he was like that one. We cashed that ticket in like October.
We are very close to Kelsey going over.
Yeah, great call by you there.
That's close to happening here. We lost Seattle win total already. Like there are some bad ones, of course, but we're looking okay. We're looking okay. The sack ones are awesome, man. These sack numbers are just wildly low. They're so bad. Will Anderson's almost there. Benito's almost there. So I'm curious to see, obviously, or Tyler Warren stuff looks good. Colts under 7.5 wins is not going to win, unfortunately. I've already marked out, Matt, all the Raiders props we had as well. That's going to be an L there for us. But
Can't win them all, buddy.
Can't win them all. We still have our exact finish of the North still available: Green Bay, Chicago, Detroit, Minnesota.
Oh, nice, interesting.
That's 19-1.
Oh, love that. We just spent a little extra time on props, so I think maybe we can save some time on these next two games, huh? Jags, Titans. We not even discuss it.
I mean,
nope.
Tennessee's not a bad side.
We're not doing it. No, thank you. Okay, you're right.
No, Dolph.
You're right, but shoot, we're not allowed to bet on the Titans anymore, right? We can't do that.
I mean, are you telling me this is not like a great? Tennessee's actually been feisty, man.
Tennessee's been.
I think it has to be considered.
They have been feisty. They've lost their last 3 games by a total of
7, 3, and 6.
20 points. Yeah.
Well, remember the Chargers, they scored on offense and defense.
Yep.
So like that's a little misguided.
6.5 Trevor Lawrence on the road. What are we talking about? Maybe we have to take the Titans.
Well, they just covered that number on the road. I'm gonna put it's 3. A maybe. It's a maybe.
That's a soft maybe. We are not discussing Saints Dolphins.
No,
we're not discussing it. The Dolphins are favored by 6. Do not bet on that game for the love of God.
No.
This one.
The next one.
Yeah. I see the craziest look in your eyes, Geoff. Niners at Browns. Shedeur Sanders catching 5.5 points. It was at 6. We're possibly going to see some snow in Cleveland from what I hear. I think we have to do it. No?
Oh, you want to take the Browns?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Do you want to take the Niners, or do you just not want to play this one?
I mean, so one thing about the NFL is that there's no better sport of humbling you after good things happen when you're young. Like we saw JJ McCarthy do this alter ego nonsense after his first win. He has been terrible since then. And I love confident football. I tell all the time, you have to have an ego to play quarterback. I like Shedeur Sanders' confidence, but man, a lot of chest puffing after one game, man, and that's what worries me about this. It's in the NFL, man. Young player, it's hard to win each week. But bad spot for the Niners. Bad spot for the Niners. I do think you have to think that a team can win if they're an underdog by less than a touchdown. So you have to sort of believe that, I think, when you wager on these games. Don't you have to sort of believe that a little bit, like the Browns can win this? Otherwise, you're hoping for, I think it's hard to win a game like that. Nonetheless, Myles Garrett, holy shit, man. Incredible.
Yep.
Sanders was good. He made a throw Dylan Gabriel could never wish to make, that 52-yard pass. It's so funny, Matt. Okay. So the best those Sanders made was on the run. The 52-yard pass, didn't score a touchdown. But then, of course, all the accounts put out the 66-yard touchdown pass he had that went for -3 yards, right? Oh my God, look at this, his first touchdown pass ever. You're like, put the other one up. The other one was actually good.
Yeah.
The screen pass was what everyone could do. Outside of Dylan Gabriel, who Browns fans wanted to point out couldn't complete that pass. So I think it's probably Browns or nothing, but the Niners just doing their Niners thing and just being a good football team and running the football and throwing the ball to McCaffrey. We'll say that McCaffrey had a gazillion touches last night, Matt, and then 6 days later now has to go on the road to play a very physical Browns defense. So, I think Browns are nothing.
The Browns are the side. It's just a question of whether we're doing it. There's a 40% chance of snow, apparently, as we record this Tuesday, 37 degrees. This is the 49ers coming off of a pretty ugly win against the Panthers, where Brock Purdy looked completely lost against the formidable fronts of the Carolina Panthers. The Niners, we keep waiting for their defense to kind of fall apart. This isn't the game for that. But this is just like they're going into their bye next week. This is going to be a short week, bad weather game. The other thing with Shanahan, traditionally, not a good coach as a road favorite against the spread historically. He's 8-24 against the spread as a 6+ point road favorite. Wow. So let's call that close with the 5.5. And the Niners are 4-0 against the spread as road favorites this year. So it feels like they're kind of due. And the Browns have covered all their home games. They're 3-0. So their one home non-cover was against the Vikings in London.
All
So
right. I mean,
I think
I'll
they
put
are
him. I'll put him
clearly the
maybe.
side. And this is one of those where if we had any confidence in our year, we'd be like, yes, this is 100% the play. But like, it's so
You're right.
ugly, and the bottom could just completely fall out on Sanders. But we have to consider it, and it would be irresponsible to not mention all of that.
All right. I mean, it's in the maybes. A lot of maybes so far
The
today.
maybes. God, Browns, Titans.
Well, we could skip the next game. So
Yep, time saver here. Falcons, Jets. Falcons are banned. Jets should be relegated. Do not watch this game. There are better things to do with your time on Sunday. Jets 2.5-point home dogs. Falcons to make the playoffs. Should we put some money on that?
No,
Baker
we should
Mayfield
not.
injured.
No.
Okay, let's save time.
No.
Rams, Panthers. Panthers,
Okay.
founding team, catching 10.5 at home.
So we're not going to do this, but the Rams is the side, Matt. Let me.
The Rams are the side. Wow.
Here's the reasoning for this.
Huh.
So the Panthers just played a game and landed today on Tuesday about probably 7 a.m.
Oh, right. We bookmarked this.
They got turned back around and play a game against the Rams on Sunday. I think it's a tough turnaround. I mean, the Rams basically didn't play their starters for an entire half.
Yeah.
On Sunday night. And the Panthers have to turn back around. Now, is the stadium going to be half empty on Sunday? Yes. Like, it's a tough place to play because there's no juice in that stadium on Sunday. It's the holiday weekend and the Panthers offer a bad loss. Not going to be a lot of juice in that stadium. But, I mean, this game was 27-10. Would that surprise you? 33-13? Like, not really. No, I don't think we should do it, Matt. 10.5 is too much. But this game being a blowout has my attention.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking we were going to be talking about the Panthers, but I'd really enjoy not betting the Panthers. I just think, the Rams have had a few just like blowout wins this year, but they've had more than I realized. Yeah, let's lay off this one. I think I agree that the Rams are the side. What do you make of this line? Cardinals, Bucks laying 3.
We're assuming no Baker Mayfield? No, there's no way, right? It can't be 3.
But this sort of assumes that he's playing, I would think.
Yeah, because you just wouldn't be 3 at Bridgewater. That means it would be 9 if Mayfield's playing.
Do you like the Bucks laying 3 against the Cardinals, even with Mayfield right now? Like, I feel like we shouldn't do this because we don't know. That'd be dumb. But I do feel like this just is a very weird line to me.
Tampa's last 3 games are not in 28-23 lost, 44-32 lost, 34-7 lost. Yeah. Baker Mayfield's beat up.
They have nothing going. Like, their passing game, like the Egbuka thing has just kind of like disappeared. Godwin has sort of been a non-factor. What he was last week. The Cardinals can move the ball. Like, they just keep losing games weirdly. Something to monitor is this Marvin Harrison appendix. It sounds like he's gonna miss another game.
Doesn't even matter. They move the ball fine. They just make dumb mistakes.
It's just weird. Like, they're sitting Kyler and Harrison, I think, kind of like as healthy scratches. A little bit strange what's going on in Arizona. But yeah, so we're not going to play that one, but something to keep an eye on this week.
It is something to keep an eye on. All right, we're going to keep an eye on more games. We'll do that in a second. The 4 p.m. slate will hit Sunday night and Monday as well. Be right back. All right, Matt, we're back. A game that we are surely not going to play. There's no way. Vikings at Seahawks.
Well, it's the Seahawks by 10.5. And I mean, who is the quarterback for the Vikings?
Good point. Max Brosmer.
Who is that?
He played at Minnesota last season. He was at like South Dakota State beforehand.
So we think he's going to score against Seattle's defense?
I mean, can you just throw the ball in JJ's general direction? Like, that's the question, I guess.
No. Like, look what McCarthy is he better than McCarthy? Like, I don't think he's going to be better than McCarthy. We shouldn't do it, but like, in what world do we think that's a stupid play? Like, the Seahawks are more than capable of running it up. They did it against my dumb team, and they've done it a few other times this year. We shouldn't do it, but
McCarthy thing is so disappointing because, like, it's just so I know he's hurt right now, but just like the whole 9 thing and the neurological pathway stuff, man, it's just so it's unneeded to start talking like that as a rookie in your 6th game. Like, it just adds undue pressure, in my opinion, to you to explain yourself all the time. Your teammates probably look a little sideways at you. Like, what is this guy talking about, man? Like, we just want you to play better. Like, do all the things you need to do. Knock yourself out, but just don't talk about like those things. Like just say, I got to play better. 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 I got to play better.
Yeah.
That's not what the failure feels like. All right, I put down Seattle here as a maybe though.
If
I'm
we
with
needed
you
a
on
fifth,
a maybe
it'd
here.
be like, in what world would we lose that bet?
Just it's the NFL. That's
Yeah,
the only world
that's
we're
it.
in.
It's the NFL. All right, let me see.
Let's go. Oh God,
This
Raiders
line
Chargers.
has moved
Ooh.
because this one has bounced a little. All right, nope, it hasn't. Chargers laying 10 to the Raiders.
No, just
So no bet on the Raiders. No, thank you.
No bet. No bet on the Chargers either.
No bet on the Chargers. Don't trust them laying spread, even off the bye. Okay, easy. It's a hard pass. Bills Steelers.
This I hate this game so much.
I mean, I think Tomlin's voodoo is in question. The Bills are 3.5 point road favorites at Pittsburgh.
No, I was going to ask you, can I make the case for Buffalo in this game?
Sure.
Well, I think Pittsburgh just isn't very good, Matt. Like, what about Pittsburgh right now? You know, yeah, they're 14th in DVOA. They get worse every week, it feels like. They're 15th in defense, 16th in offense. Rodgers may or may not play. They still can't push the ball down the field. They had that voodoo Colts win. They got blown up by the Chargers. They beat a bad Bengals team, and they lost the Bears. I mean, this is it for Buffalo, dude. This is it. This is it. Like you have to win every game here on out. They have legit problems. They cannot stop the run, but Pittsburgh's run game isn't great. Like it's fine. Kenneth Gainwell had some yards last week. Warren's fine, but their offensive line isn't great. They have some good pieces in there. It's sort of back against the wall game. You have some extra rest, right? You play on Thursday. You're out your left tackle. You're out one of your depth pieces on defense as well, defensive line. I'd buck the trend, and I would take the Bills here as a road dog.
Like Tomlin, 22-8-3 against the spread as a home underdog since 2007 when he started. Only 1-1 this year. It's a trap. But Buffalo off of the, a little bit of extra rest, a national loss that everyone is sort of saying like, I don't know about this Buffalo team. Like maybe they're nothing. Like it is a nice buy low spot for them. Aaron Rodgers, like I didn't think he'd make that much of a difference, but he definitely did. The only thing that confounds me about the Bills in this matchup, like you can run on them all day, and Pittsburgh has a pretty good running game. Even if Rodgers is a little limited and they're trying to protect him, this is a stay away from me because I think you'd have to play Pittsburgh, and I don't really want to do that.
All right, let's stay away from that. That's fine with me. Your team back in action.
Good Lord.
Sunday night.
Yeah. Broncos, Commanders, 6.5. The Broncos are like 6.5. I don't think Jaden's going to play, but I think there's a little bit of. It seems like he's likely not going to play. Was the latest I heard. But I don't think you can trust Denver by that much. You?
I don't think so here. What are the Commanders right now?
Their record?
Like, what are they as a team? Yeah.
I think they are I don't know what they are, to be honest, because there's part of me that says they should be thinking about next year and like not giving Ertz as many snaps as their second round tight end from last year, Ben Sinnott, like, or are they a veteran team that has a lot of pride and an extra week of Dan Quinn working magic on the defense against Bo Nix? Like they could be that, and they could have that sort of bump that the Bengals had with Burrow, sort of looming. Because I do think Jaden is going to come back, just to sort of get some momentum back for next year and hurt their draft standings potentially. I don't know. Denver is one of those teams that like plays a different sort of style all the time. You don't feel like you can totally trust them. I don't know if they can like completely take advantage of Washington's bad defense, but I don't know how Washington scores on them without Daniels and McLaurin most likely.
Yeah, but I don't trust Denver in this spot either.
There's something off about it. It'll be an interesting game, but I think it's a pass for us. And then Monday night.
Stay away from that one.
I haven't really looked into this game much in this short week.
I mean,
Interesting one.
The only thing is
Giants
the
and
Giants
Patriots.
play these close ass games, man.
Yeah.
All their games are freaking close. So
Patriots
the
are laying
Giants
7.5. Can the
have lost
Patriots play a team that has like more than 4 wins this whole season? Like every week, it's like, here we go, Jets, the Giants, like Bengals. Every week they play nobody.
I think it's the easiest schedule like in NFL history.
It's got to be. Their
So far
toughest
they played
game
this year.
is Buffalo, which doesn't look
So
that bad, and then they have Buffalo and Baltimore.
This is one,
December.
2, 3, 4, 5. This is their last 6. This is 6 of their last 7 games. Saints, Titans, Browns, Falcons, Jets, Bengals.
Like Bills Ravens is not like a devastating, or Bills Ravens is not a devastating gauntlet that we thought it might be. I cannot believe these teams that they've played. It's unbelievable.
I think the Giants are playable, but I don't know. I don't want to do it.
I mean, I mean, the thing is with the Giants is you'd be catching them off of like their absolute geek. But I do think there's something to so Mike Kafka. I graduated from Maryland. I started at Northwestern, and he was the quarterback at Northwestern when I was there. And he's now the interim head coach of the Giants. And he's been on one of these like fun tracks. Like I've always kind of kept my eye on him. He's been an assistant. I think he was in Kansas City maybe for a little bit, but he was always one of these like well-regarded offensive coordinators. He's coaching for a job. Like that's why Winston is in there. I think they're just trying to see if he's maybe the answer for them. So I don't think the Giants would keep him, but like this is a really valuable moment for him, which is why I think they're throwing from Gunnar Olszewski to Jameis Winston, like they're emptying the playbook. They're going for it. And the Patriots, like they don't totally need this one. It could be one of those just like crazy outcomes.
But here's the thing about last week though, the Giants. They had to score twice with trick plays to make that game close.
Yeah, but they went for it.
Right, but if they lose that game 27-13 because they don't convert on both of those, we don't even consider the Giants this week. The number's 9.
It shouldn't. 7.5 it feels low to me, to be honest. But it's just a matter of like, do the Patriots just keep walking through these games?
Correct. All right, let's get to our 5, and then we'll talk about Thanksgiving because it's my podcast and I can do what I want to do for a few minutes. Hank will like yell at me in the text message thread. I don't care, Matt. Okay. So, are we a yes on Kansas City? Are we okay? Detroit's first. Yes, we're maybe on Detroit, right?
Yes. Yeah, we like Detroit.
Are we a yes on Kansas City?
Yeah, let me see if we can get a 3. Hang on.
We can.
Even if we have to buy it.
We like Houston, right? Houston's in.
Houston is in.
All right. You like Cleveland, right?
I love Cleveland, but I'm insane. So
let's do Cleveland. No, let's do Cleveland. Seattle's a good. I like Seattle too. So, dude. All right. So we have Houston's in, Cleveland, Seattle. I mean, Matt, how do we not play Tennessee? Jacksonville's a 6.5-point favorite over Tennessee. Like, what are we doing here, man?
I'll do it, man. I mean, do we want to take Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward?
Who cares?
This is the week we're going 5-0. We've done the least amount of prep.
We're 40%.
We're 40%.
If you want to fade me and take the Jacksonville Jaguars
laying a touchdown
and the Minnesota Vikings on the road with Max Brosmer, and you want to take the Colts the way they played last month, be my guest. Niners in the snow at Cleveland.
I love that one, man. I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to be hurt again. Let's go. Let's fade Kyle Shanahan as a road favorite. Done me well in the past.
All right. Kansas City, Houston. Kansas City -3, by the way. Cleveland +5.5. Seattle -10.5, and Tennessee +5.5. Good?
Yeah, good. Can I tell you that during this show, as a result of your analysis about Joe Burrow, I made a fantasy trade where I traded Justin Herbert for Joe Burrow because I decided that if I lost because of Justin Herbert, I would be devastated. But if I won because of Justin Herbert, I would be more devastated. So I'm going for it. I'm going with Burrow. Let's go.
Number 1 Herbert hater. It is wild how Herbert, by the way, is like so private. Dude, he brought his girlfriend back home to Eugene this past weekend. Like it was her first time, I think, visiting the family in Eugene because Oregon played. Mariota was there. Bo Nix was on game day, I think, or on McAfee via Zoom with Dan Lanning. And Herbert made it the entire game. No pictures were taken of him.
Yeah.
No pictures. Like just
they had Mariota on game day. Like, they had a backup quarterback instead of Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert has a brother in the NFL, and no one knew until they played each other. Like, what is going on with this guy? Just zero swag.
The legend Patrick Herbert, like that. Mariota though was inducted into the Oregon Hall of Fame, so that's why he was there that weekend.
I love him, man. He's just a good dude.
Did I ever tell you my Mariota for the first time he pretended to know me? I think I told you this story, right?
No, tell me.
So this was like 2017 Radio Row, maybe 2018 at the Super Bowl. So there's convention center typically for Super Bowl week, and in that convention center there's a hall called Radio Row where all the local radio stations set up. And then there's obviously the national, there's the Sirius and the Fox Sports Radio and the NBC kind of around the edges. And then what you do is you go there. I will work for Sirius when I'm there. I'll work for someone else when I'm there. And you spend there all week there, a couple days there, whatever it is. And you just grab guests. You have like 30 guests in a 3-hour show, right? Not 30, but you have 15 guests in a 3-hour show. It's great. You just roll these guys through. So I was there. I saw Mariota. Matt, I went up to him and was like, hey, Marcus, Geoff Schwartz, nice to meet you. Really appreciate everything you do for Oregon. And he said, oh, Geoff, I know who you are. Thank you. I was like, no, you don't. We've never met before. I was not back at Oregon one time while you were there. My name is nowhere in the facility. We never played against each other in the NFL. Like, there's no reason he would know me. And he pretended to know me. And it was very nice. It was nice that he pretended to know who I was. I appreciate that a lot from Marcus. There's no chance he knew who I was.
What city was this?
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
It was Panthers.
Oh, I was there.
It was the Panthers Broncos Super Bowl.
We didn't know each other.
No, we did not. We knew each other the next year. Yeah. There was just no chance he knew who I was. There's zero chance. I've met him since then and he's great and whatnot, but like that, there's no chance he knew who I was.
Politician. They just say, yeah, of course I remember you. That's what they're supposed to do.
There's a political story right now. We won't get into it at all, but Matt loves it so much. And I just love that Matt loves it. And I just don't know.
It's not even a political story. I think this drama unfolding between the two journalists is quite entertaining. It's quite, we can't talk.
I sent him a tweet. I think he won't know. It's like, no, I've seen it, buddy. It's not 24 hours ago.
Yeah. I'm a fire hose with this one.
Speaking about politics, I talked with Gabe, Death by Lightning, good on Netflix.
Very good.
If you like, you watched it too?
Yeah. I'm like for 1 or 2 in.
Okay.
I think people are a little tired of being fed slop all the time and maybe want to learn something. I think we're zagging into like, hey, maybe we shouldn't all be a bunch of dumbasses. Maybe we should like learn about an American president who isn't currently in office.
I went to research a lot of stuff afterwards, and it was good. It was pretty accurate. It was the thing of like just going to a convention like that in that instance and not being a nominee, and they're like, yeah, I liked his speech. You're in, buddy. Like, it would never happen now. Imagine like that just showed up. It was like, and he gave a speech and he became the president.
How many people actually heard it? Probably like 40 people actually heard it, and the rest of it was just vibes, dude.
There's so many things that I think about that now watching that show, that time period. And I talked a little bit with Gabe, like there's no security for the president. There's none whatsoever.
No women, no people of color, like just a bunch of dudes.
Not gonna spoil the ending, but he does get shot. And
we know
like the lack of sanitation, they're just dirty ass hands, just like licking and like gross, just right into the wound. Like no sanitation
no
whatsoever.
Blue tent.
Like, not just like straight, like the doctor, this worked in the Civil War 20 years ago. Sure, okay. Just digging people. It's exactly how it went. I went and looked it up. It's exactly how it went. I think the acting is incredible. It's a good ensemble of actors.
Love Mike Shannon. Sat next to him on a Southwest flight once.
Weird dude. Which one's Mike Shannon?
The guy who plays Garfield.
Oh, okay. He does the that movie Iceman when he's like the hitman as well. He just murders people the entire show. And that's what I think that's his well. He's good at that show too.
Yeah, he's in a bunch of stuff.
No, I recommend that. Speaking about politics, that's what I recommend. Anything else?
Got a Thanksgiving take? I've got to go in 3 minutes. Regale me.
No, I just think that people hate on turkey too much. That's my Thanksgiving take.
You deep fry, right?
Yes. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? You staying? Your parents coming to town? What do we got going
We
here?
are, I think, going to the La Brea Tar Pits with Jack in the morning, and then going to someone else's place, which is
Very
just right.
nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
he's
Very famous.
That's the right time to be like, look, there's like something that looks like a dinosaur. Like, I think he'll be locked in.
And then you can show him Volcano afterwards. You ever watch that movie? It's so bad.
Volcano. I don't even know what you're talking about.
The volcano isn't when the volcano erupts in Los Angeles, and the reason they realize it's happening is the tar pits start like bubbling like over.
Dude, that sounds like something I need to watch immediately.
Isn't that the name of the movie? It's Volcano. It's with Tommy Lee Jones. It's incredible. It's
never
so
heard
bad,
of this
but
movie.
It's so good.
I have to watch this.
Basically, a volcano erupts in the middle of like downtown LA, and like look at the poster. It's in the middle down.
Dude, I am 1,000% gonna watch this.
And it starts because like they're at the La Brea Tar Pits and someone dies like in a sewer underneath the tar pits. And then they realize the tar pits start bubbling. They're like, what the hell's happening? Why are they so hot? And that's how it starts.
It's so bad. Not wait to watch this. This is like my dream movie. Like it's a perfect idea for a movie. I'm so in.
It's not for free anywhere though. You're gonna have to spend a little money on it. Is that okay?
I mean,
oh no, it's on Disney Plus maybe. So there you go. Great.
Let's see how we do this weekend. Let's see what kind of dough I'm rolling in.
Are you gonna watch Volcano tonight? I hope you start tonight. That would be great. All right. Well, we did a show, and hopefully we win a little bit. And hope you have a good Thanksgiving, everyone. My brother's in town. We're gonna make a lot of food on Thursday. Should be a lot of fun. Nice. And take care, everyone.
Hey, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye, guys.